It's payday today. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and in this video we're going to talk about what is paying us today as well as what we're using that money for. But if you're new to the channel, this is an income generating account where we're trying to generate income through selling cash secured puts, covered calls, credit spreads, and finally some dividend payers. So let's first jump down into what's paying us today. So we have two ultra yielders, as I like to call them, and that is TSYY and COYY. We have TSYY paying us $132.89. That's going to hit the account today. That is a beautiful paycheck. And what we did with that paycheck is we already reinvested it into TSYY. You can see our history here. $132 in that gives us another 21 shares. We are approaching our 1,000 share goal total. Like I said, we are at 888 shares, average cost of $7.39. We need 120 more shares, and that'll cap us off. We won't get any more shares after that, at least not intentionally. I might sell some puts on them and get assigned, but I view that a little bit differently. So TSYY, 888 shares, and as we get to 1,000, we're going to look to another fund for ultra yields, and then we also are getting paid from our other ultra yielder in COYY. Let's take a look here. We have a payment coming of $78.19. That is a beautiful paycheck, and that we've already used. We bought 8 shares of that today, which puts us up to 408 shares. That is fantastic. I'm excited to see that. Our goal here is 500 shares. TSYY, 1,000 shares. I like that a little bit better, but I guess if COYY gets down to $5 and $6, which it honestly probably will, I might get up to 1,000 shares. We will see. But 500 shares, that's a good stopping point for us. So once these ultra yielders reach that goal, I am going to look towards one of 3 other ultra yielders to invest in, and I kind of put it out to the premium generals earlier today, which I'll talk about that group here later. The group on what I'm going to invest in next for ultra yielders, because I do have quite a few stable dividend payers that still pay a good yield, and that being PDI, 538 shares. I want to get that to 1,000 shares. That is my favorite dividend-paying fund. I've owned them in multiple accounts, and I want to get that to 1,000 shares. The Cornerstone funds, they are high yielders with a little bit more stabilization in share price. And though I say this is an income generating account, which again, we're generating lots of income in here, I need some stabilization to maximize margin, because I am utilizing margin to sell some puts and to purchase some more shares. But always remember, guys, my trades are my opinions. They should never be taken as financial advice. And so what we did today, though, is we purchased another 100 shares of, was it CLM? I apologize. I cannot remember which one I purchased. November 25th. Yep. So we purchased 100 shares today at the $8.19 price, which is basically my average cost. I'm up to 1,200 shares. These guys pay once a month. We have a $97 dividend that is going to hit the account on the 28th. That is the same with CRF, the other Cornerstone fund. We have 1,200 shares, but we have $1,600 hitting the account next, or the 28th, so perfect. We got a lot of paydays coming in from dividends this week, and if you watched my video from Monday, I talked about how we collected $164 selling cash secured puts and selling covered calls, so make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it. But that is what we've earned income-wise for the week. We're doing fantastic. I don't really have any more plays I might make this week. We have a shortened trading week. I might purchase a few more shares tomorrow. Oh, the last thing I did not talk about, I apologize, I forgot it till just now also, Ulti. We have 505 shares. I saw that they're paying under 6 cents for their dividend payout this week. Eesh. So that's going to give us, I don't know, 20 bucks or so. So we'll take that 20 bucks and I'll probably put it into TSYY. I do want to touch base a little bit on some purchasing plans for the account in the next couple of weeks. But before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out. But before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to the beautiful Premium Generals. It's a private group where I post exclusive content such as educational videos on how to sell cash secured puts, how to sell covered calls, how to do credit spreads, how to do debit spreads, as well as private portfolio updates. Any changes I'm making in the account, every trade that I make, when I make it, I post in here. I have like 70 videos I post in here 4 to 6 days a week. Like I said, private portfolio updates, any changes I am making to the account. And there's a ton of videos in here, guys. I also have posts and polls and things like that. So I think there's a lot of great information. It's 10 bucks, and you get to see your beautiful face and name in every single one of my videos. So would love to have you. Come check it out. 10 bucks, and might learn something, get to be in some videos, and have some fun. So also, I do have a Fiverr. I will put that link in the description below. That's for a little bit more one-on-one, in-depth option selling. And then finally, on top of that, guys, if you would help me out, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. We are on that journey, and we are growing, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And with that being said, let's get back into the video. Okay, we're back in the account here. I do have 2 contracts expiring this week, the 28th, Friday. I have a cash secured put on MSTU. This is a double leverage micro strategy fund, and my strike price is $4.50. That means I'm agreeing to buy it for $4.50. Well, it's currently trading at $1.15, so this had quite a rundown with MicroStrategy. It's double leverage, so when MicroStrategy runs down, it runs down harder. We did get paid a pretty good credit to open this position, and we've already rolled it once. So, I mean, my cost average is probably like $2 by now on this position. But rather than try to roll it again, I'm going to let it get assigned. If I would roll this out till, let's say, the 26th, I might make $3, $5 a contract. It's really not worth it. I'll check again tomorrow, but I figure I can get assigned and then sell covered calls at a lower strike price. So if I buy it for $4.50, I might sell a covered call at the $3 price until it runs up a little bit. Then I will sell it at a higher price. So basically selling it lower, just to get some more income from it. And then same with Rumble. I had the $8.50 covered call strike. The stock's down at 673. So rather than roll this position, I'm just going to let it expire, and I will sell covered calls with it next week. So we have a lot of great plans to close out this week. The market's closed on Thursday for Thanksgiving, but I really like the changes we made in the portfolio. We were very heavy in ULTY, and I keep telling the Premium Generals I am going to export the Robinhood report and see how I ended up. I just haven't had a chance, but I will. I do actually think we either are flat or came out a little ahead. ULTY didn't burn me that bad, but it's definitely, I could have used money better selling some puts or, diversifying a little bit better, just getting 500 shares of this, 500 shares of that, so on and so forth. Kind of what I've done with ULTY and YBIT, where I just got, I only have 500 shares of YBIT. I'll get 500 shares of COYY, 1,000 shares of TSYY, things like that, where I can, put more funds together so I'm not so reliant. And then on top of that, I added some high yielders that are a little bit more stable. ORC, that's a REIT. They pay monthly. I want to get this to 1,000 shares. I currently have 200. I have 1,200 shares of the Cornerstone funds. I want to get that to 3,000. PDI, I have 538. I want to get that to 1,000. And so we do have some lofty purchasing goals, and that's kind of where margin is coming in. I'm going to take advantage of it to purchase these funds, but I can't stress enough, guys, don't make a trade because I'm doing it. I'm doing what works for me, and it might not work for you. So always remember that. And if you made it this far in the video, you are an absolute beautiful person. And if you would, help me out, subscribe to the channel. I try to post pretty much daily. So a lot of content, but I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.